It's another makeup video, darling. Period. As you guys would have seen by the title of the video, I am doing a base tutorial for you guys. It's just a tutorial of the base of this look. Well, I can't say of this look because this is generally how I do my makeup. So everything that you're going to see is something that I do every single day. I'm just giving you the cheat code to look like a filter in real life. I'm a certified makeup girl, and if you come on this channel, that's exactly what you're gonna watch. I got this primer from Bobbi Brown. Come on girl, you need to grab this. This is actually the first time I'm gonna use it because I've been using the Maybeline primer. This says it's an all-in-one primer apparently. It has all the vitamins in it. It moisturizes and it also primers the face, giving you a smooth base for your makeup application. It also smells great. I love it. I love a good primer, you know, but in most cases I usually opt for the hydrating primers. But because my skin is literally getting so much better, there's a lot of marks that are going on because I've just healed from the acne purge that I had like 2 months ago, because I got back on Accutane like 2 months ago. So of course when you get back on Accutane, you're literally gonna break out like you've never been better. But I always bounce back. Look at that moist. So good. Then we are gonna come back with this Lancôme foundation. I'm a big fan. Like at this point, if you don't know, I feel like you don't follow me. I just struggle with using this foundation a lot in my TikTok videos because of my lighting. It can kind of just look weird and really yellow, but in essence I'm truly a fan of the foundation. Like I truly love it. Look at that coverage. I actually went and got a new iPad yesterday, guys. I am so excited actually. I feel like that was the only thing that made me not be able to film my YouTube videos, because I was wondering like, how am I gonna edit? Because when I bought my MacBook, now that I think about it, I should have just traded it in. When I bought my MacBook, I really thought that it was gonna be easier for me to edit, but that was the worst purchase. Just in case you're looking to buy a MacBook for editing purposes, it is not a good idea. I can assure you that. And then coming in with this Rimmel concealer. You guys know that I'm a fan of the Rimmel concealers. I just did a video where it's just like, oh my god, I love the combination of the Lancôme foundation with the Rimmel concealer. It's so good. I've realized that a lot of people will always want to get like a really beat face without using like a significant amount of product. If you are not going to use a significant amount of product, unfortunately you're not going to have a full face beat. And also, don't be fooled that a soft glam look is only possible through like minimal product. You can have somebody with like with a full face beat, yet it's soft glam because it doesn't have very prominent colors. Like you don't have a very prominent lip, or you don't have a prominent eye. Like all the colors are just very subtle, but the product is still very much there. So soft glam, it's very different from what people think it is. Minimal product is just I think that's just the natural girl makeup. You know that natural girl makeup? If you want a face beat and a really solid soft glam, you gotta put in that product. Don't be shy. Like people are always shy to use product because they think they're gonna probably mess up their makeup, or they're gonna look like a ghost, or those things. But like you learn and you master the art of makeup. I looked like a ghost at one point, you know, because I was learning. And I didn't care at the time because I really was eager to learn. So whether I look like a ghost or I didn't, I mean, like, it's neither here nor there. The only thing that you need to do is just put in the effort and put in time in learning how to do your makeup, and with time, I promise you, you're going to be so good. I remember yesterday while I was at the mall, I walked in Clicks. When I walked in, this lady was like, oh my god, she was so stunned at my makeup. And I was just like, oh my god, because I hardly go out with makeup, so I don't always get like human compliments, you know. It's always on social media because that's where I show my work. So having somebody gag at my makeup like that in person was just so heartwarming to me, that oh my god, like I've become that good? Is that serious? You get better. What time you get better and you learn this thing. But I think about all the times when I've looked like a ghost before, I'm just like, oh my god, like it just shows how much I actually like this thing, because who wants to look like a ghost? Look at that concealer blend with the Lancôme foundation. Like, I promise you guys, the Lancôme foundation and the Rimmel concealer, they are the biggest friends. They just never told you, but I'm telling you. And also make sure that the forehead is blended well enough, because sometimes you might think it's blended well when you're looking at it like this, but when you turn around you can see the difference between your concealer and your foundation. Have you guys experienced that, or I'm the only one? And at that time you had already put on powder, like you've baked, you're done, and you're just like, oh, kill me right now. I love this application, like there's no way. And then coming in with this multi-use concealer from Maybeline in the shade 147 Mahogany. I am gonna contour my face in a curved manner. Gone are the days where we contour down here. Like, you realize back in the day we used to contour here. Oh well, I used to contour here. I also use this for the nose. I find it easy to use as a contouring stick. I have a very firm bridge. This is one thing that I always say. And people with firm bridges, it's quite hard to contour their nose. Like, it's so hard, because one mistake, your nose is gonna look so skew. And then my forehead doesn't need a lot of the product, just a bit, and we're good to go. I always just start with my nose. And then come back this side. With makeup, you just have to really blend. Don't make it obvious for boys to see that you contoured your face. Why? Why are you making it obvious? Don't do it. Just blend. Don't make it obvious. Always make sure that you take it up. Don't blend in a downward motion. Make sure that you go up with it so that it's going to blend together with your blush. Just to, like I said, don't make it easy for the devil to see. See that? See? This is where I come in with my Lasting Fix Spray from Maybeline to set all the cream products. I don't have a fan, that's so sad. Now this is where I do my eyebrows. I use this black shade. This is the MAC palette, the colorful one, for my eyebrows. I've used this for years, guys, like don't judge me, hey? I even find that I kind of struggle to use a pencil for my eyebrows because I've used this for so long that doing my eyebrows with a pencil just kind of messes everything up, you know? And then I just draw a line like that, leaving a bit of space in the middle of the brows, and then I come back to fill the space in after I've established the type of shape that I'm going for with the brows. And then I come back on the other side with the same method. I use the same shade of the concealer that I concealed my under eyes with to carve out the bottom of my eyebrows. I actually use it for the top of my eyebrows as well. I was just trying to sound experienced, you know what I'm trying to say? See how easy it is? And then you just spread it out like that. It's quite important to spread it out so that you don't have this weird line under your eyebrows. Do you know those kind of lines? I hate that so much. I hate it. I feel like if you struggle with that, it's better that you just use your foundation. You know? Because that line is really unpleasant. And then I just make sure that my eyelids are covered with concealer, giving me some sort of a clean canvas to work on for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this Fit Me pressed powder in the shade 230. Just put on some powder so that it just refrains from creasing. Like that. And then while I put on powder across my face, I don't have to worry about my eyelids creasing. I can always just come back and do my eyeshadow. And after that, I just continue putting powder on my face. I love putting on powder in the way in which I contoured my face at first. See, I'm not like just putting it all over my face. I try to highlight this direction because it is direction in which I use to contour my nose. But just because I've put on concealer in the middle of the nose, I'm gonna follow up with powder and do the same thing with the powder, just like that. And also in the middle of my forehead, like that. Following this step just eliminates the use of translucent powders. If you use translucent powders still, like me, but seriously, after you have followed up your cream product with the pressed powder, I don't think you need to put on translucent powder. And then again, you follow up your cream product like that, because you remember when we were applying the contour shade, this is how we applied it. So just to make sure that that still stands out, it's quite imperative that you follow up with your powders. And then you can always just come back with a brush, just so you can put on, tap a little bit in here, and then you can put on powder on some of the areas that you haven't put on powder. If you don't put on powder across those areas, they're going to be shiny and the contour is going to be too harsh. Blending is your best friend with makeup. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Period. And then I come back with this 360 Fit Me powder, just to bring in some character to my contours. Some people come back with bronzer. That just goes with the type of look that you're going for. If you're going for a matte look, you might just want to use a powder, but if you want a bronzy look, shiny, summer, dress, cute, you go for a bronzer. Right up here, that's where I'm gonna put this powder. I know it's gonna give me such a smooth transition from my blush to the contour to the highlight. It's gonna be so pretty. Trust me. Let me put this here so that you guys can see me. Like that. Do the same thing on your right. And then you can put the residue on your forehead. Like that. Why do I feel like my lace is kind of lifting? I'm gonna scream. Matter of fact, I'm gonna die. I forgot to buy a new Revlon blush because mine broke, guys. Look at that. Yo. If I didn't shed a tear when this broke, I'll never shed a tear ever again. Coming with this angular brush. Gonna tap in like that. This is a very pigmented blush, so it's a good idea to just blow out, dust it off, do something before you put it directly on your face. Look at that transition already. Yeah, sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, you know what? I'm so good at this makeup thing. Like, I'm so good. I'm so good. Oh my god. I literally look like a filter in real life. Like, you look at me and you're just like, I remember I was at the restaurant this other day and I had makeup on. This lady was so starstruck. Like, it's the makeup, yes. It is the makeup. That's when I always realize that I'm so good at this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, cream. Always try to pack it on like in stages. Build it up. Can you build it up? Da 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 da. No way. Who's getting on my love? Who's getting on my love, baby? Use the skin lights to just highlight my face. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this base is out of this world. Like, it's immaculate. This is the final look. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and more than anything you learned something, because these are tutorials at the end of the day. Can't wait to see you guys on my next video. As you already know, it's Angela Sleek, baby.